today I am doing my foundation and highlighting routine for you guys because I feel like this is a good way to do it in my Talking Get Ready Meals, because I've got an eyebrow routine, I've got a contour routine and I've got a foundation routine today. So if you haven't seen them, then you can watch them after you're watching my Talking Get Ready Meals, and then it's all kind of just focused on the eyes. And sorry if you can hear George, he's playing right now. Don't bring that near me because it's a squeaky toy. Yeah, you better not squeak out. The routine in itself is exactly the same. I always prime my skin. I will get it for you. Every single time I wear foundation, I prime my skin with the Illuminizing Primer. And this is like after I've done my moisturiser, when I'm setting up for filming, give it a good 15 to 20 minutes to sink in and get tacky and just working with the skin before placing a foundation on top of it, because then that's going to move it around. So I always use the Illuminizing one because my skin, I just like my skin to glow. If not, there is a lot more out there. If I don't use this one, which is barely ever, I do use the Baby Skin by Maybelline, the pore erasing one. Them two are the ones that I use, but I always normally use this one. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using this palette here, and this is my favourite palette for full coverage. This is W7's highlighting and contouring kit, really. Sorry if you can hear George. Highlighting and contouring kit, really. So I use this for highlighting and foundation because obviously you can see there's loads of different shades in here. This is my go-to full coverage. Look, this is so freaking full coverage. Like, I love and hate full coverage foundation because obviously it's full coverage and you're like, yes, get rid of the demons on my face. And then you're like, oh, you can so tell that I'm wearing makeup. Like, you can tell it's heavy, it's there, but that is what full coverage makeup is. So, we've even got some concealers here, which I really, really love. But let's get started and I'll show you what brushes I use and then what to set it with. And yeah, so the first thing I do is I normally just take this one, but sometimes if I'm feeling extra, I will conceal my eyebrows. And these are, I don't know why I just like stopped then. This is the definer brush and this is the foundation brush by Real Techniques. And I take these two colours here, which are Lily Hitting Pan. That's why I've ordered another one literally for these two colours. This is my highlighting colour. It's just like this really, it's like a yellow. It is yellow highlighting, which I love for like banana look, like banana powdery look and things like that. If I'm going full coverage, I might as well do the whole lot, you know. And then I mix it with a bit of this one, which is just a white glitter. So it gives you like a white, well, it's not glitter, it's shimmer. I'm going to say it hasn't got glitter chunks in it. It's a bit like this, but in a white formulation. So I put that on my under eyes, and then I would go in with this colour here and put that over the top because I don't want it to be like white under eyes. I want it to look a bit luminising, but not too much. So I'm going to show you how I do that, and then I'll show you the rest. So yeah, I just like grab whatever in the corner because I'm getting a new one soon, so I'm not too bothered if this gets messy. And then I just grab a tiny bit of the other one, and then I place this on my under eye, like so, in a triangular kind of shape. I don't know if you can see that, triangular. And then I blend that out like that, and I stipple it and just do whatever to blend it out a bit. Not too much, you don't want it to be like gone, because I'm going to give you some tips later on. But just put as much as you need or want on. So mine is about that much I normally put on for them two mixed together, really. And then I just do the other eye.
Austin, them keep doing your thing. Let these boys keep slipping, man. I'm not in the gymnastics, but I'm in the flipping things. I tell these women that it's all about a team. Jordan and Pippen, man. So do you want to join the team? Now tell me, little mister.
So after that, I find the lightest foundation shade, which I think is this one in the palette. Would you agree with me? I think it's that one. Tell me if you think any of the others are lighter, because I'll definitely use that. But yeah, this top one, I am going to then take apart a bit of that, and it looks like this, and then I'm going to put that on top of the under eye. So again, it's not, you know, too like camera work, like it's not, you know, too bright, it's just there. So I really like doing this because it gives it an extra bit of coverage, but it also doesn't make it look too bright or, you know, like white looking. So I do that like so, and that makes it just all look like my skin and a little bit light. So I actually leave this to cook, as I call it, or set, however you like to call it, and I do my actual foundation, because if you leave this to set, number one, it's going to give it more lasting power, because it's like the primer. When you leave it to set, it will stick on your skin and it will stay there. And number two, if you do have like a liquid, especially a liquid, it works the bomb on it. It makes it more pigmented, and it just makes it more, again, set better and stay. So if you do have a liquid under eye concealer and you don't like it because it's not as pigmented, try this. You're gonna love it. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, but yeah. So next, I take that same shade as I did for my under eyes, and because it's got that like the same kind of colour, it's going to be a lot more natural. And just because this is full coverage, I do like to try my best to be as natural as possible. So what I do is I take the Real Techniques foundation brush, the stippling one, and it looks like so, and I just stipple that in there, and then I stipple it on my face. And then I also take this brush right here, and this is more of a dense brush. I don't know if you can see the difference between them two. This one's got more bristles, and this one hasn't really got any bristle shape to it. So when you do apply foundation with this brush, it gives you bristle strokes. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. And then I like to buff it out in this one because this one has no bristle strokes. Oh my god, it's a cuddle. And this just makes it all really flawless. But this gives it a really good high coverage. So I like to stipple it on, and then I blend it out with this one, and I will show you that.
Shake your body on mine. Jump in the line. Shake your body on mine. Jump in the line. Shake your body on mine. Jump in the line. Shake your body on mine. Baby, la 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 la. Baby, la 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 la. Baby, la 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 la. Baby, la 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 la.
So that's what that looks like, and by the time I've done that, my under eye should be ready. So I just take this and blend it out, and I also blend it out with my fingers as well. So let's go do it. So once that's done and all blended out, it looks natural, but it's full coverage. I really like it. But I do the exact same thing with any other foundation. So the routine is the same, but the foundation may switch up sometimes. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the routine because it's exactly the same in every video, but the foundation will switch up, like I just said. So for powder, I normally use the MUA powder, and it just looks like this, and I just shake it before I use it, and then I take my fan brush and I set my under eyes, and again let that cook like I did with the under eye area, because if you let it cook, it will stay on all day. And then I take my big powder brush and take some powder the rest of my face, and then I dust the under eyes away, so kind of like I did with the blending, but with the powder instead. So let's show you that in more detail now. That's it, you guys. That is my foundation routine, and yeah, it's naturally full coverage, but I just wanted to show you the routine because, as I keep on saying, the foundation switches up, but the routine is exactly the same. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video if you like more routines and things like that. So my talking get ready means are literally just like eyes now. But yeah, don't forget, if you like it, then give it a thumbs up, and comment down below your favourite foundation and the reasons why, and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Now twerk like Miley Cyrus.
Money that yan in the pesos. The money, the money, the money, yan in the pesos. The money, the money, the money, yan in the pesos. The money, the money.
Now twerk like Miley Cyrus.